Fix that face, healers. What is up? Marina Simone in the house. We've got Oklahoma, we've got Buffalo, we've got New Jersey, New York, Florida in the house, Aussie in the house. We have people joining us from all over the world. And I want to say a quick hello to the replay viewers. Hello, because I know that you guys are half asleep or sleeping for those of you that are in UK, Europe, and I want to know that we appreciate you and I know you're on the replay. Wow, I am so freaking pumped to be here with every single one of you. Keep dropping where it is that you're coming in from inside the comment section. We have watchers, by the way. We have watchers. So what I mean by that is we're randomly going to be giving some cool stuff away. We're going to be giving away Fix Your Face mug. We also have my Sip and Slay mug, one of my favorites in the morning. We also are going to be giving away incredible selfie sticks. And we're going to do some swag giveaways. I'm going to tell you how you can enter during the next 14 days for posting for profits. I was so ready to redo this program. So I've been doing posting for profits probably for the last 3-4 years. And there's been a massive trust adjustment in the online marketing world. Drop a 1 in the comment section if you're like, we've seen it. We've seen the massive trust shift that has happened in the online space. And most of you know why, but I'm going to just say it. AI, it's a real thing. AI is a real thing. And that AI, even though it's helping so many of you be faster and be quicker, it's also kind of putting people off to where they're questioning, is that really Marina Simone right now? Or is that an AI bot? Or is that even real? Well, I am live. Jeannie, I see you. Eric, I see you. Melissa, I see you. Marianne, I see you. At Fusion, I see you. I see you, DeBlocks. I want you to know I will be here live with you for 14 days straight. And my question for you is, if I'm going to give you 100%, are you going to give me 100% back? Drop 100 in the comment section. Because here's what I want you to know. We are not focusing on how you post and what to post. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to post. I'm going to help you have a complete identity shift. Because right now, you are leaking authority when you don't have to. Hear what I just said. You are leaking authority on social media. I don't care what platform you're posting on. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whether you're on Snapchat, wherever you are, you have to understand something. You have the power to influence someone that is only one day behind you. I think so much of the time we look at these influencers and these gurus and we compare ourselves to them. We compare ourselves to exactly what they're doing and what we're not doing. Here's what I want you to focus on with me for the next 14 days. Lean in with me. Let me show you where you're leaking authority and where the micro tweaks can happen to help you win faster. Okay? What are the women are healers. What are the men's? You're still a healer. We heal. Don't worry about it. You're a healer. We heal. Don't worry about that. Okay? So anyway, 14 days live with me. I'm not taking a day off. You can find me here on this YouTube channel at 8 p.m. Eastern. For those of you that are like, okay, what happens if I miss it? You have a 24-hour option to watch the replay before the next day goes up, and this one will be taken down. Okay, for those of you that are VIP, where are my VIPers at? Drop VIP, all eyes on me. Drop VIP into the comments section. You have lifetime access replays to every single 14 days. Plus, we create these beautiful workbooks. where you will have every single day that I do 14 days. This will probably be a 300 to 400 page workbook when we're completely finished. So if you are like, I want that workbook and all the replays, you need to definitely upgrade to VIP. We still have the VIP open. It is $74. That is $5.28 a day for 14 days for you to have lifetime replays, come back to this, but also use my Posting for Profits GPT that I created during this. You have 30 days access to it. It's kind of a no-brainer. Also, the next VIPers, just for you guys just to know, our next Zoom is on the 24th of March, where I'm meeting on Zoom with the VIPers. We already had one VIP session and they said it was worth every single dollar because we did 7 layers deep. How do you build instant authority in the DMs? And how do you move people into the invite phase? And that's what we went over, 7 layers deep. It's a structure I've been using since 2014, and it has helped me close millions and millions of dollars in sales. Now, one thing I want to tell you is that we have a lot of new people here for the first time with me. If you are new and this is the first challenge, workshop, whatever that you've ever seen me on, drop new in the comments section so we can welcome you to the community. We are healers. We are here to tap into the best versions of ourselves so we can lead the next level of people, the next level of humans, whatever that micro niche is for you. Whether you're in network marketing, affiliate marketing, you're building a personal brand, you're selling coaching courses, you're doing events, whatever that is, I want you to know I'm going to elevate you in the next 14 days. I'm going to elevate your identity. I'm not the person that teaches all the viral strategies because I don't build on viral strategies. I build on people. I build with people and I want to serve people. And I think that's been lost in the online world. Would you agree? Drop a 1 in the comments if you're like, yeah, I see it. Everybody is pushing something, peddling something, but where is that emotional connection? Right now, people are looking for you. They're looking for the person who can take them to the next level in the shortest amount of time. They're waiting to be seen, not sold. And right now, when they open up any TikTok, Instagram, the first thing they're getting is sold. They're not feeling seen. There's no emotional connection. I did not build an 8-figure brand based on going viral. I built it on human connection. So how do we make your brand humanized, but also authority at the same time? How do we position you? And so, how many of you are on here right now and you're like, I don't want to just be a content creator. I want to create demand. Drop demand in the comment section. If you're like, I'm not here to be another content creator, to make a couple pennies off of views. Like, I have a purpose on this freaking planet and I can feel it and I'm right there. And I just need somebody to activate it in me or tell me where to go and how to go and what to do. Look at all of the demands that are popping up in the comment section. Demand, demand, demand. Look, you can't. This is because every single one of you, I prayed for you to be here today. I prayed for you to be here during this 14-day challenge because I know that I was called to level up the next level of leadership in this world. And I know that 10 of you will be my next millionaires that are on here. Guarantee it. So with that being said, I'm not interested in helping you go viral. I'm not interested in teaching you hacks. I am going to help you engineer an authority brand. That's what we're doing, okay? I know that some of you have already made thousands and thousands of dollars. Some of you have already made millions that are on here secretly watching. And I want you to know that there will be a nugget for wherever you are in your business right now. Okay. You're no longer building a business. You are now going to build a category. That's how I want you to think. So when you make a decision, I want you to make a decision as a brand, a power brand, not a content creator, not a network marketer, not an affiliate marketer, not someone who's selling a digital course. I want you to know and believe and feel deep in your body. You are building a power brand and you are building an empire for someone to become the best version of themselves. Because your reach is going to follow your positioning. Hear me. Your authority will beat activity, which it gives you a sigh of relief. Like, great, good. I don't have to post 25,000 times a day. No. Founders build demand. And I want you to think about that a second. If you go and you look at my Instagram, I haven't posted every single day. But how did I get 2,500 humans registered for this challenge, Posting for Profits? Over 150 VIPs. How did I do that? If I'm not posting every day on social media, if I'm not in my stories every day on social media. When you have created an ecosystem that creates demand, and this is what I teach inside of Brand Me On Demand every single week. You have built an authority that sticks. You stop chasing views. You stop chasing engagement because you are engineering the demand. And I know right now in your head, you're like, that. How can I engineer demand? I'm just one person. I don't have a massive following, Marina. Drop a 2 if you feel that way. I want you to know that I see you and I feel you. Go ahead, drop a 2. Listen, I was the same person in 2014 dropping a 2 in someone's comment section. Do you think that it took me one day to create authority, to be able to get 2,500 registrations? By the way, 70% new people who have never seen me before. That came with exactly what I'm going to do with you in the next 14 days. So I need you to lean in. For those of you that are in network marketing and affiliate marketing, I need you to share this with your teams because they need to hear what I'm going to say. I built a very successful 7-figure income with network marketing and with my brand at the same time. And it's because of the way I engineered my power brand. So, positioning. The women who, and the men, show up live and implement in real time during this challenge, ask better questions, interact with their concierges, will have the biggest breakthroughs in the next 14 days. Those are the power brands that are going to accelerate. And so I want you to ask yourself right now, did I just register for this because I thought I was going to get a couple of hacks? Or am I ready to engineer a power brand that pays me based on authority and not performance? You don't need to be perfect. Listen, I have picked my nose. I have burped on camera. I have literally fallen on stage. I've gotten really nervous and thrown up before I had to get on stage before. And I want you to know all of that is a valid feeling. But you have a choice to step into what you were called for. And you have to engineer the space. You have to engineer the space for the people that need you to be able to come into. And that's what we did here at Moms in Heels. We engineered a space where mompreneurs could slay online sales. That's where we started. So tonight, we're going to start with your bio. Because so many of you don't realize how freaking badass you are. Let me explain. I was doing, I was on with one of our Brand Me on Demand students. She joined, she has her first session with me. And I'm asking her all these questions. I'm asking her questions like, what did you do for the last 15, 20 years? Work wise, what has your career or work life been? And some of you don't realize how much you're minimizing how much you've already accomplished because it's not in the online world. Hear me a second. So I said to her, I said, okay, so tell me a little bit about your background. And she said, well, for 30 years, I was closing and recruiting, but like closing like deals and contracts where I would have an employee and match it with an employer, and then I would match them. And I said, okay, you were doing that for what, 25, 30 years? Yes. And I said, okay, how much were each of those contracts that you ended up closing? And she says anywhere between, 60 to 150 to 200,000. And I said, okay, so let's find it in the middle. Let's just say it was 75,000. You closed $75,000 contracts for someone else for the last 25, 30 years. How many on average were you doing a year? She said anywhere from 40 to 45 a year. I said, okay, let's take that. Let's take that number now. Ready? I have my calculator because I just want to make sure I do it right for you guys. Watch this. So she would do 45 people a year times, we'll just say $75,000 contracts. That means she was closing 3.3 million for someone else in that year. Now I'm going to times that by just 25 years for giggles. She closed $84 million for a company. Why are you not positioning yourself with credibility of things that you have already done? I need you to think about that for a second. How many of you have worked in an office before where you have managed money, where you have managed people, where you've managed sales teams? You got paid pennies for it, but you did it because you needed that hourly check. How long have you been doing something or did something that you kind of just brushed to the side because it's not online marketing or because it's not network marketing? I need you. Retail. I love that. How much have you sold? That is valuable credibility, engineering authority numbers. Anne says she's managed nurses, taught for 21 years. Hospitality medical field. Think about the number of people or the number of sales or the number of something. I need you to get with ChatGPT, or for those of you that are VIP with Posting for Profits, and I need you to ask it, help me build my authority and my credibility and my bio. So when someone asks you to speak, you have a bio that they're going to introduce you as. Let me give you an example of mine. I've sold over $100 million in the network marketing industry. I've done over 11 million in sales for my brand, Moms and Heels. And I have probably closed somewhere from 35 million to 60 million in sales when I used to sell pasta for a pasta company. And that was rough. We had to walk in 2 kitchens and beg to see the chef so we could get sales. Because back then there was no such thing as, social media. God, I'm aging myself right here. So think about that. I love this. I was a top executive at Sleep Number selling $8,000 to $10,000 mattresses. Yes. Do you know how powerful that is? How many beds did you sell? And some of you are tripping and freaking out over building a program that you can sell for $997. When you've sold $8,000 beds, you've sold furniture, you've sold cars. You've done the hardest things already and you just don't recognize them. You can't engineer authority until you step into that. You hear me? How many of you have literally fixed your Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn bios probably a million times? Drop a 1 in the chat. Yeah. Why are you doing that? You're like, I posted yesterday, it flopped. It means I have to post more. Nobody likes my bio. Nobody DMs me. Maybe I just need better hashtags. Hashtags don't work, by the way, anywhere on Instagram. So let me call you out. The problem is your positioning and your authority. You don't see yourself as a badass, and people can smell it a mile away. People can smell it when they look at your bio. They can feel it. Your words have energy. Your words have meaning. Right now, you have to look at what is your digital body language that you can control to engineer the positioning. And it starts with your bio. I see so many bios, mom of 3, helping women win. Like it's very, I have my notes, by the way. So if you see me moving papers, that's what it is. It's very surface level. Some of you are so comfortable being surface level, you forget people want connection. So I need you to kill this algorithm story that you have in your head. Ask yourself this. If someone lands on your page today, they saw a reel, shared your post, click on your profile, you have 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds to engineer authority. 3 seconds. What do they see? If they're confused, they don't want to buy and they don't want to be led by you. They don't want to be led by you. So that's why we're seeing people, my reach is down. No, because you're selling 50,000 things. You have no clarity. You have no mission. You have no movement. Reach follows positioning. And you can engineer that. The only difference between me and you is I started before you. I started to show up before you. I engineered my ecosystem before you. I became a founder before you. Founder of Moms in Heels. That has meaning because I gave it meaning. Because we gave it meaning. I created the space for people to find the meaning in it for themselves. Woo! Sweating already. I'm sweating already. Authority is not about the number of followers, the number of likes, the number of people. It is about precision. It is about intent. Drop the word intent inside of the comment section. You guys have to start looking at your businesses as businesses that need to be audited so you can find the leaks of authority so you can engineer the positioning. That's how you build demand. And I saw a lot of you drop demand. So I'm going to give you an example because I think this is important, right? I did a reel on this, but I want to bring it back up again. For those of you that still feel like the algorithm is a reason you're not getting sales, I want you to think about Netflix. Netflix doesn't block bad shows. Like they don't. In fact, I think they have way too many bad shows that are showing up like first when I open Netflix. When I open Netflix, I'm like, this is not what I want to watch, right? Like, no. But what happens is this. People don't just click. Think about it this way. Your profile, if it has 5 different offers, if it speaks to random motivational quotes, tips that sound like everyone else, that's no clear positioning. And so the algorithm isn't suppressing you. People are confused. So many people are confused when they see your page. This is what's happening. They're not clicking. Confusion kills conversion. A confused person does nothing. A confused person does nothing. People are on social media looking for you. Whatever your micro niche is, They're looking for you. They're looking for someone who can see them the way that you will see them. But if your authority in your bio is all over the place, you're going to lose them. So I want you to think about Kim Kardashian. I use this all the time. Kim Kardashian, you don't have to like her. You don't have to like her, but you know exactly what she represents. You know she's a part of this billion-dollar empire through reality TV. She's created Skims, which is her version of Spanx, right? She's literally billionaire branding. She engineered that perception, and I'm going to tell you how. She used to pick up the phone and call the paparazzi and tell her where she was going to be and pay them to be there. This woman engineered her positioning. Now, am I telling you to go hire the paparazzi? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm going to show you how to do it in a different way. But I just need you to catch this for a minute. She engineered the positioning that she has. Yeah, it's so smart. Listen, I had a coach 2.5 years ago that's like, we need to call the paparazzi everywhere you are somewhere. I'm like, I'm in Florida. I'm in LA. There ain't no paparazzi here. That's not how this works. I'm not calling the paparazzi. So I had to figure out a different way because I was like, that is not going to work for me. That's not a frequency problem. That is an actual positioning problem. Drop a 3 if you have more clarity on what positioning actually means on social media. Drop a 3 if you're like, the reason that you're underpaid and whatever it is that you're building is because you have not leveraged signal authority. You don't know how to signal authority. That's your problem. Not that you don't know how to post, you don't know how to leverage language in the posts. So you leverage and signal authority. Your dominance is nowhere. I'm known as the branding queen for network marketers. In the branding world, I'm known as the branding expert, the launch expert. I help women create iconic movements that are worth 7 figures and more. I've built organizations of hundreds of thousands. And guess what? If I didn't start talking about those things, no one would have known me for those things. That's how you engineer perception. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure on these next 14 days, we work on every part of your social media, whether it's a post, a live, a reel, whether it's your bio, your highlights, your pinned posts, all the things that I personally do to make sure that the word that I want out there, the language I want out there about my brand is being absorbed and repeated. Hear what I just said. Absorbed and repeated. When you master those 2 things, you've mastered engineering perception. So there is an audit. I'm gonna put a banner up and I want you guys to screenshot it right here. If you were not inside the Facebook group, you need to get your tushy inside the Facebook group, like ASAP, because we are doing massive giveaways. We have check-ins every day. So every day inside of the group at 5 p.m. Eastern, I have a post that's going up with a form that you fill out because I want, again, connection. I want to know who's taking action during this challenge. I want to feel you during this challenge. I want to know you during this challenge. And so I'm going to be asking very specific questions on this form when you check in every single day. If you're not in the Facebook group and you need to get in the Facebook group, I highly suggest you do that ASAP. If you're not registered, go to postingforprofits.com, get registered for this, and then we will automatically send you a text or an email with the Facebook group. If you don't have a personal concierge and you need one, drop personal needed in the comment section and we will come back and get to you. So this way we can get with you, get you in the group and make sure you are being handheld during this. Okay. So look, screenshot this. This is a homework assignment. I want all of you to do this. Okay? I want you to go, I don't care, ChatGPT, whatever. I want you to screenshot your bios, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you have a bio, your website, whatever, all those things. And I want you to screenshot it and then bring it in, for those of you that are VIP, into the Posting for Profits bot. Okay? And I want you to say this prompt with those screenshots. Act as a high-level brand strategist. Audit my Instagram bio in the last 5 posts. Tell me what percentage of my brand sounds spammy versus authority-driven. Tell me what type of buyer I'm attracting. Why are we doing this first? We're doing this first because you need to see where you're leaking money, where you're leaking authority, where you're leaking the engineered perception. And sometimes it's hard for you to see what is happening in your own brand. You need someone else's eyes on it. Well, this is a way to have someone else's eyes on it. I want you to do this prompt, and then I want you to post the results of what it said inside of the Facebook group. Every time you take action on a homework assignment, you are entering to win the Sip and Slay, the selfie stick, we're giving away so much stuff. It's like insane in the membrane. So I want you to do that. Now, founders have already done this, by the way. You're going to hear me say the word founder a lot. When I became a founder, my life changed completely. My brand changed. Everything changed. And I'm going to help you become a founder. So the authority bio method, first thing you're going to do is you're going to audit prompt your bios. Who's going to audit it? ChatGPT. Right now. Posting for Profits GPT. Izzy, because I see you asking in the comment section, and I know you're a VIP. If you're a VIP, you will get a link to my bot, that is basically my brain, FYI, that you'll have access to during this challenge. So every time I give you a prompt, it's going to work from my brain versus just a regular ChatGPT. Okay? So what you're fixing first is the way you see yourself. The way you see yourself. I need you to first see yourself. How much have you accomplished? What are the things that you're not stacking in credibility? What is that? How much have you done? And then put the audit up. And here's the formula. Okay? I'm going to give you a really easy formula for your structure. Line 1 should always be I help blank do blank without blank. Okay? I'm going to type it in the thing here. I help whatever do this without this. That's line 1. That's line 1 in your bio. You guys are like, oh, but that's not fancy. No, it's clear. Confused people do nothing. Why do you need fancy words people can't understand? You have to be clear. I help mompreneurs do 7 figures without losing their brain, their mind, their sanity. I help 6-figure female entrepreneurs do more sales without spending $50,000 on a brand new website. Right? I help blank do blank without blank. What is that for you? Okay. Next, line 2, founder of blank. Some of you are like, I'm not a founder of anything. Yes, the frick you are. That's why you're here. I prayed for you. You're a founder, especially if you're on this right now. Founder of blank is second line 2. Why? Founder of Moms and Heels, founder of the Authority Bio Method, founder of 7 Layers Deep, founder of Moms and Heels, founder of Brand Me On Demand. I'm the founder. You're the founder of your house. Okay? Line 3. A bold standard statement. Let me give you an example of this. Okay? A bold standard statement. I don't teach you how to go viral. I teach you how to get sales by building an iconic movement that matters. That is a bold standard statement. That is a bold standard statement. And then line 4 is a clear call to action that does not include DM me for more. A clear call to action that does not include DM me for more. Whatever the link is in your bio needs to be very clear of where you're leading them into your ecosystem. Where do people start with you inside of their ecosystem? If you don't know, that's an issue. That's why people are confused, because you don't know. Where do they enter your ecosystem? How many links do you have in your bio? If you are building a perception, if you're building a perceived brand perception, you can't have 14 different offers. They're confused. And so it's important. It's important that you have that. Okay? So what is your micro win for today? Today, your micro win is you're going to audit. You're going to audit all your posts. You're going to audit your social medias. You're going to spend some time auditing to find the leaks. And then I want you to ask yourself, after you're done auditing it, after you're finished with these lines, if someone saw me, what would they believe about my leadership? Every single one of you is called to lead. That's why you're here. You weren't called to just make dollars, make money. No, you were called to lead. I want you to ask yourself, if someone new saw me, what would they believe about my leadership? Because you're founders and you need to think ahead. You need to be able to engineer these answers now. But if you don't ask these questions to yourself, how are you going to engineer it? How are you going to engineer it? Now, I will say that tomorrow, when we start working on highlights and pinned authority and things like that, some of you are going to move faster than others. And that is okay. Not everybody is meant to move at the speed of Marina Simone. But in order for me to find the nuggets that hit every single one of you at every level, I have to move fast. That's why I want you connected with your personal concierge. Because your personal concierge, when you register, you will get assigned a personal concierge. They will reach out to you via text, via email, via Facebook Messenger, wherever they reach out to you. So look all over the place. Get inside the Facebook group. It's the fastest and easiest way for us to find you. So we can help you collapse time so more people are ready to join your movement. And I know some of you already feel it. You know, some of you are at this place and you're listening and you're like, I already know this. And I'm talking to you right now. If you're like, I know this, I've done this, it's still not working for me, I've tried. It's because you can't see what we can see. So when you look at your page as a whole, know that there's a signal problem. And so what we're doing here behind the scenes, for those of you that are looking for working with me at another level, you're looking to work with me deeper, you're looking for what's that next step where I have Marina in my pocket every single week. So this way I'm not building this power brand on my own. You can book a brand signal audit with our team, where we will do this audit with you in real time. Okay? Now, don't get on a brand signal audit and not come prepared. And the only way you can book your brand signal audit is if you do it with your personal concierge. There's not like a link where you can go book it. You have to do that with your personal concierge. So I want you to know this isn't a course. This is an actual, we're auditing your brand and we're telling you where the brand signal audit will show your leaks in your perception, in the engineering of your perception in the very beginning. We're going to look at what is your bio communicating? What is your content signaling, right? And what type of buyer are you attracting right now? And where is that positioning breaking? Okay. And then we're going to show you and tell you directly with Marina on Demand, here's what's working. It's basically my brain auditing it for you. I'm a robot. We created myself as a robot so you guys can actually talk to me every day, right? Because a lot of you don't need more content. You need your content to land differently. And that's important. It's really, really important. So if this is something you feel pulled towards, if you haven't defined your brand yet, it's okay. You can still do the brand signal audit because that's the point. We will pull things out of you didn't even know existed on this brand signal audit. Listen, if that's all you did for this whole challenge, the one nugget you'll get in a brand signal audit, woo, will probably change your business forever. Change your business forever. So I'm proud of all of you for being here for day one. Reminder, upgrades. Right now, during the challenge, it's $74. You also get this workbook that you will get after the end of the challenge. You also get the access to all the recordings, and that goes up to $197 when this is over. So it's $74 right now. It goes up to $197 when we're completely finished. So keep that in mind. Upgrade so you can be on our VIP Zooms. And there is even an option to be in the VIP Telegram chat with us for those of you that are doing this with us live. So I am so proud of you. I guarantee there are people that you want to share this with. And I want to say thank you. If you share this, please drop the word shared in the comment section. We're doing a lot of giveaways. We're doing a lot of things. And I'm just proud of you guys. Now, I will say again, for those of you that are founders, I will see you. I will feel you. And I will get to know you. And for those of you that are like, I want to upgrade. Where do I upgrade? Right here, postingforprofits.com/VIP upgrade. I'll drop it into the comments section right now as well, just so we can have that for those of you. And I will put it in the top of this as well. But again, your personal concierge. I love this. If you're not VIP, I highly encourage you to upgrade. It's so worth it. Thank you so much for the kind words. I love this. Okay, hold on. I'm going to answer Amy. I'm even more lost. I've been a mom for 37 years, recently divorced, worried about my retirement and working, making more money to help live the life. Okay, so for those of you that feel this, and I just want to acknowledge this really quick, okay? Being a mother for 37 years means you are a freaking rock star, period. As a mother, you have negotiated deals for your children. That counts. You have literally kept humans alive. That counts. You have experience. You have things that you have done that you can monetize. You are being called, Amy. I see you. You're being called, and some of you just don't realize that there is a power brand within you. If you don't know my story, I'm going to share really quickly with you. I was a party girl dancing on bars. Nobody wanted to make money with me. I had to step into the version of myself. I had to become it before I was going to be it. Trust me the next 14 days. Lean in with me for the next 14 days. Get with your personal concierge. Let them know where you're at and how you're feeling. Yes, my book. Good. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate you. Where's my book? Hold on. You can get it on Amazon, or you can go to messytomillions.com. You go to messytomillions.com. This is my book. I wrote this. It's not a long book because I didn't have patience. So we're looking at like 104 pages, and it's very much workbook style. Messy to Millions, this book, right? And it's empowering female entrepreneurs to overcome trauma, prioritize their mental health, and build an authentic brand to make a meaningful impact. I go really, really deep inside of this book. I'll be giving some of these away. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Christina. That makes my heart so happy. This is not a how to build your business book. This is I show you the raw, real, relatable moments of the scariest things I've been through life that should have made me a statistic in this world, but it didn't. Because I didn't allow it to, and I also surrendered. Yes, we can help you get your books published as well inside of Brand Me On Demand. Absolutely. Yes, I show you guys how to. I wrote this in 72 hours, and I teach Brand Me On Demand students how we do that. So I love you guys. I can't wait to spend the next 13 days with you. Invite whoever you want. They can still register for free. They can still upgrade to VIP. We're going to make a massive difference with the way people show up on social media. I love you guys so much. Bye.